Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain to you and demonstrate the Packet Tracer Activity 12.9.1, which explains us how to implement a subnetted IPv6 addressing scheme. So without much ado, let me show you how to do it. So let me click on doc. You see here, we have a topology and we have been given an addressing table and some steps. The objectives of this particular PT activity 12.9.1 as the step 1 is determine the IPv6 subnets and addressing scheme, configure IPv6 addressing on routers and PCs, and the verify IPv6 connectivity. There are 3 steps here, right? So the instructions tell me that determine the IPv6 subnets and addressing scheme. You have been given the IPv6 subnet of, you see, 2001 colon db8 colon acad colon 00c8 double colon slash 64 as a starting subnet. You have to understand the fact that starting subnet means this address is already subnetted. Please do remember that in IPv6, out of the available 128 bits, we actually treat the first 48 bits as the global routing prefix plus 16 bits as your subnet mask and the remaining 64 bits as your host interface ID. In that, the first 16 and 16, these 48 bits are actually fixed, and these 16 bits of 00c8 are the ones which actually define the subnet mask for your particular address. So in that particular order, if you see here now, if I write down, there are, if you look at the topology, you see there are, this is one particular LAN, this is another LAN, this is another LAN, this is another LAN which connects to PC4, and this is the fifth one. So in total, we require 5 subnets, isn't it? The first subnet, it is already given as 2001 db8 acad and 00c8. In this order, it is now asking me to create the remaining 4 subnets using the same scheme. So let me write down what those particular subnets are from our particular given address. So in that order, if you take it down, so 2001 colon db8 colon acad colon, here 00c8 is there. What is the next increment of this particular one is 00c9 double colon 0 slash 64. This is the subnet address or the network address of the second subnet which connects the Z0 by 1 of R1. So I'm just writing it down here. The subnet ID 00C9 goes for the Z0 by 1 interface of R1. Similarly, if I write this, the next one will be 2001 colon db8 colon acad colon 00c. In hexadecimal, after 9 we get A. 10 is represented with A. So in that order, here it is /0 64. So if you see here, this will be 00CA. In the same way, 00CB and 00CC. These will be the network addresses of the 5 different subnets which we will be used. And CB, and this will be 00CC. Based on these addresses and the network address of these subnets, we have to fill the addressing table. So in that way, let me show you how we start filling up the addressing table. Okay, let me go to the addressing table and let us start doing it so that we can start our configuration steps. Going back now. So what is the Z0 by 1 address? If you look at here, it is clearly given. Assign the first IP address in the subnet to the router LAN interfaces. So whichever will be the first host address will be assigned to the interfaces that connect to these LANs, G0 by 0 and G0 by 1. Similarly, assign the link local addresses as designated in the addressing table. For the connection between the routers, which is nothing but R1 and R2, assign the first address in the subnet to R1. Similarly, assign the second address in the subnet to R2 and set all the 4 hosts to automatically configure with IPv6 addresses. So let me show you how this is actually done. So let's start filling up the table here. Okay. If we start filling up the table, This is already written as 00C8 double colon 1/64. Now what about G0 by 1? So G0 by 1 is this interface. So if you write it down, 2001 colon DB8 colon ACAD colon 00C9 double colon 1/64. This will be the address. Similarly, for S0 by 0, which is the interface which connects between these two routers, because it's a serial interface, the address will be 00. You see, this is the subnet part. The rest won't change. Double colon 1/64. So what about R2? R2's first interface, which is G0 by 0, has got the subnet part as 00CA. So I write it down as 00CA double colon 1/64. Similarly, for G0 by 1, which is this particular LAN, 00CB colon 1/64. What about the S0 by 0 interface? The first address has already been assigned for this particular interface of R1. That is the reason it asked me to give the second address, which is nothing but 00CC double colon 2/64, which is the second usable host address for this particular subnet. Now let's start doing the configuration in these things. Okay, so with this, let me start with directly R1. So on R1, if you look at here, let's just press started. So first is enable, then comes configure terminal, right? So after configure terminal, now I have to start entering the address configurations for each interface. So let me write it down as interface G0 by 0, enter. For this IPv6 address, you have to copy entire this thing. So if I were you, what I would do is I would select this, click on right click, copy, and then come over here, click on here, paste. This is how I do. Paste and enter. Similarly, there is another link local address which must be assigned for G0 by 0 also. So IPv6 address FE80. Once again, I click here, click on copy, click here, click on paste, and because this being link local, I have to enter link local, enter. So I assigned both the addresses for G0 by 0 interface, and then comes no shutdown. That is done. Similarly, I have to complete the configurations for G0 by 1 and S0 by 0. If you are with me, do complete the one along with me. So interface G0 by 1, and I'm being a little bit cheeky here. What I would do is I go to the I'm using my up arrow so that I can easily change the address without doing all these things together. Enter. And because FE80 double colon 1 is the same link local address, what I would do is link local and no shutdown. This is also done. Similarly, interface S0 by 0 by 0. Enter. Once again, the IPv6 address here is CC, isn't it? It is CC. So enter, and IPv6 address FE80 double colon 1 link local, and then comes no shutdown. Now what I did was I completed the configuration for each of these three interfaces that belong to R1. Now my job is to do the same for R2. So let me click on R2 and complete the same work that I did earlier. So here, click on R2, enable, configure terminal. Once again, interface G0 by 0. And what I'm doing here is, I'm also doing the same thing. Though I'm copying this, I need to be careful and I need to change the address according to my table. Just don't blindly press enter. So IPv6 address space, paste it here. What is the address in my table? It says 0C0CA. So I go there, press A here 1:164. Similarly, what I will be doing is I need to assign the FE80:2 as the link local address. So IPv6 address FE80:2 link local. Enter. No shutdown. Same thing I have to carry for the remaining ones also. So int 0 by interface z0 by 1. Enter. Go to the IPv6 address, which is CB here. CB. Enter. And FE80. Once again, I'm using the up arrow to see what my previous commands were, and I'm just clicking enter. That's all. No shutdown. Similarly, interface yes 0 by 0 by 0 of R2. Enter. For this also I need to enter the same IPv6 address, which is 00CC, but there is a big change here. The first address has already been assigned to the same interface of R1, so I need to press 2 here. Enter. And FE80 link local. Enter. Then comes no shutdown. So in this way, I completed all the configurations of R1 and R2. See, now for PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4, it is asking me to do the auto configuration, isn't it? So what I will be doing is, I'll be closing it out. Click on PC1, click on IP configuration. What you can see is, in IPv6 configuration, it is selected as static. So instead of statics, simply let me select as automatic and close it. Similarly on PC2, go to IP configuration, click on automatic and close it. Similarly for PC3, go here, go to IP configuration, click on automatic and close it. Similarly for PC4, go to IP configuration, click on automatic and close it. Done. Now if you see here, all the configurations are done, but it is still showing a completion of only 95%. The reason being, because this being an IPv6 routing topology, we got to enter the command of IPv6 unicast routing on both R1 and R2 as well, isn't it? Otherwise, this won't work. So unicast routing and press enter. So let me show you. There you go. 100% is done. But there is one more step which is remaining here. It is saying that verify the IPv6 connectivity. That means it is asking me to verify whether the PCs are able to ping each other if addressing has been configured properly or not. That means PC1 should be able to ping PC4 and other PCs. So let me click on PC1. Let me show you the IP configuration. Once I set it up as automatic, it has taken an IPv6 address. So let me go to PC2 and go to command prompt and let me type as IPv6. There you go, IPv6 config, which should give me an IPv6 address here. So let me check. You can see here there is an IPv6 address for PC2. You can see. So what I'm doing is I'm copying the IPv6 address of PC2. Now I'm going back to PC1, clicking on command prompt, and I'm trying to execute the ping command to PC2. There you see, it's working fine. Similarly, let me do the same thing for PC4 also. Go to PC4, go to command prompt and type in IPv6 config. You should be able to get an IPv6 address here. So copy it, copy, close it, come to PC1 again and go to command prompt, ping and click paste, enter. So all my pings are working. So this is how you actually subnet an IPv6 address. The subnet mask in IPv6 is 16 bits in length, and please do not get confused. So thank you very much. Take care.